Welcome to Haken, an Animal Crossing podcast. I'm your mayor, Chewy Plays Nintendo, joined by my co-mayor, Sergio. Today, we will discuss a couple of Animal Crossing related news items, like the recently announced Animal Crossing 2DS XL, some spoiler-free discussion on some recent Nintendo Direct rumors, and our ideas on potential Animal Crossing rides or attractions for the Nintendo World Edition to Universal Studios Japan and Florida. So to start, hey Sergio, how you doing?
Hello Chewy and hello everybody. How's your week been?
It's been good. I feel like I guess I've been out of the loop on like Animal Crossing news. Like I went to a wedding last weekend. We recorded the podcast earlier than usual, and so now it feels like I'm barely getting back into this world.
right.
Yeah, but it's been fun. How have you been?
It's been good, and it's been an easy week in work and in things to do, and sadly also in Animal Crossing news, but there's been a couple of things that we can tell everyone about.
Yeah, so I guess let's get into that. So we've had an announcement for Animal Crossing. Well, they're getting a themed new Nintendo 2DS XL in Europe and Japan, and I want to say Australia, but maybe not. I don't remember. Yeah, so do you want to tell us a bit about it?
Yes, so we knew about 2-3 weeks ago, we knew that it was coming to Europe, but it was recently also announced for Japan alongside a Minecraft one that actually looks really cool. It's like a green, like the creeper creatures in the game. It looks really nice. And another Mario Kart one, which is black with red highlights around the top part of it.
How many Mario Kart 3DSs or, I feel like there are a bunch of them because there's like a regular 2DS that's Mario Kart themed.
That's right.
And yeah, I feel like they just keep coming out with that.
yeah, and that's it's an old game, but it's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a really old game. I want to say, when did that come out? Like first year of the 3DS, second year?
Yes, it was the first year. I think it was 2012.
Dang, so that's like, that's a lot of years.
Yes.
And you know what? I feel like the 3DS came out before then, though, didn't it? Before 2012? Let me see.
I think it was.
2011.
Right. So maybe that was it,
So
because 2012 was the Wii U.
I'm sorry, I think I lost you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now. So what was that?
Yes, I believe it was 2011 because 2012 was the Wii U. That's what I was thinking about.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 2011. It's 2018 right now. So it's over 7 years old.
Right.
Man,
Marco's
that's
7
crazy.
years old.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. For the 7th anniversary of Mario Kart 7. I guess at that rate, in the 8th anniversary of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we'll get, I don't know, a Mario Kart themed Wii U.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to make those anymore.
No.
But yeah, I did see the Minecraft one. I think it looks cool. I don't play a lot of Minecraft. Actually, I've never played it.
Oh.
I've seen a lot of it. Well, not even that much. I've seen some of it. But I've actually been more interested since, like, I tried Fortnite out and I was more into the building part of Fortnite.
Oh, right.
And then I was like, oh, okay. So I think I'd like Minecraft.
Yeah, because the building part of it, the construction, there's so much you can do. You can make Animal Crossing flat sprites, or I was actually planning to do like a statue of Keiki, but it would take a while, and there's really no way to copy it to other worlds. So maybe.
Yeah, and I guess the one thing that has been the reason that I don't play Minecraft is that I like Animal Crossing because it shows me more of like what I can build if I meet these requirements, right? Whereas in Minecraft, it's like you don't see what you build at all. Like you have to come up with that and then come up with your own requirements. I guess I like the goal-based process of building something versus like both thinking about it and then building it.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah, but I think it looks like a cool 2D SXL model. But yeah, the Animal Crossing one looks pretty nice, I've got to say.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got like that cream color, kind of like a light green type of color too. And then the thing that looks really nice is like the engraving on the top of it. That's fancy.
Yeah, I think this is the first time they've done engraving on a limited edition. It looks very nice.
Yeah, I like it. I feel like we need limited edition, all sorts of things.
Yes.
But at the same time, I don't know, it's hard because you want a system, like a limited edition system, but at the same time, like if you already have it, it's like that's a lot of money to spend on one thing there. So I don't know. I guess when Animal Crossing comes out, I like the idea of the Joy-Con being different. I'd be kind of sad if the Switch itself was different too, because then I'd be like, oh man, now I'm missing out.
Right.
But Joy-Con like makes it really easy to like buy into the limited edition stuff.
Yes, I hope that's the route they take. Even the dock, if they want to do something nice with the dock, that's fine, but not the screen or the system itself.
I'd probably get a special dock.
Yes.
Even though I have one TV in my house. I don't need another dock. Literally just one. Maybe one day I'll have another if I ever get like a legit YouTube studio thing going, but today is not that day. So it would be wasted on me, the second dock.
Right. But yeah, I mean, getting another system, yeah, it is like a luxury thing, but this one has so many things going for it. Like you said, it's cream colored, but when you open it, the face buttons and the D-pad and also the shoulder buttons, they're the green color of the front. It stands out really nice to me.
Yeah, that is really awesome. I do like when they do that. I've always really liked the Famicom button color scheme on not all the 3DS, the new 3DSs have it, but the smaller new 3DS has it.
Yes. With
the Famicom buttons. Your Pikachu new 3DS XL has the Famicom button scheme, which I love. I play that whenever I'm recording, and it's fun. Which reminds me, I should probably go for a walk with your 3DS to replenish some of your coins that I've been using.
Oh, nice. I don't know why that one has those colors, but it does.
I like it. I don't mind it. Then the other ones, they don't have like the complete button colored like that, but the lettering on the button does use those colors.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah, which is boring. I'd rather have.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the whole button be that color. It's more fun.
Right.
Though, I got my own Joy-Con customized by a friend of ours, Sun Worshipper.
Yes.
Who we know from another Discord. I had the option to get the colorful like Famicom buttons on it, but with the Joy-Con, I kind of like the standard look. I feel like it fits together well with like the Joy-Con strap and everything. Yes. So I have like some see-through blue and some see-through red Joy-Con. But yeah, I just went with the regular buttons that the Joy-Con comes packed in with.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah, because I felt like it worked. It worked well. So.
Yeah, I think Nintendo's gonna keep it simple with limited edition Joy-Cons. They're just gonna do like a color, maybe with a texture, but it's not gonna be too crazy, too out there,
Yeah, maybe a Pro controller.
Oh yes,
I wouldn't mind that either. Pro controllers are still like a little cheaper than Joy-Con, and I think overall I like playing with it more. But
yes.
I wouldn't mind both because I think I'd play this Animal Crossing a lot in handheld mode.
Oh, yes.
So playing with those Joy-Con, yes, that would be great.
Yes.
Whatever I have to pay to get those, I'll do it.
Right. We're looking forward to that. But yeah, this Animal Crossing 2DS XL, it's coming out actually by the end of this week, both in Japan and in Europe. And you know what happens in North America? A lot of the times Nintendo doesn't officially announce them. They just show up like in the Target weekly ad or something. I know it happened for several of the 3DS XLs. So I'm thinking the same thing is gonna happen. Someday we're just gonna find out about it via a retailer.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I really wonder what they're thinking as far as this one goes, like if they're gonna bring it over. But yeah, now that you mention it, like I think of the Pokemon Sun and Moon XL,
Yes.
like 3DS XL. Like I can picture the Target ads in my head right now.
Right.
So I feel like, yeah, they do kind of just show up and they're shown like through the store and everything.
Right. And for some reason, I would sort of link or associate Animal Crossing with Toys R Us, but sadly, Toys R Us is no more.
Yeah, it's officially gone.
Right.
And I don't know if it's coming back. Probably not. I don't think anybody bought it, right?
No, right. So that's one less retailer to have exclusives.
Yeah. That's too bad. I feel like they had a really good amiibo stock.
Yes.
Compared to other places. Not like really good. It was all kind of the same amiibo, but it was an option, you know?
Right. I remember the Big Yoshi amiibo was Toys R Us exclusive for a while. I think Toys R Us had a good relationship with Nintendo, and then after that, I would say it's Target.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah, I think everybody kind of gets their own thing. Like, I know Walmart had the Splatoon 2 themed like Nintendo Switch exclusively through there.
Right.
And then, you know, GameStop always tries to
get
whatever amiibo is coming as exclusives.
Right.
Yeah, which there haven't been too many lately. Not too many amiibo.
Yeah, you know, they're gearing up for Smash. I just hope, I prefer when they're all available everywhere, but you know, the retailers are gonna fight for those exclusives.
Yeah, that's true. And next week, I think we should talk about Animal Crossing amiibo that I think still need to be made.
Yes.
Because I send you messages about this all the time because I'm like, oh, I found another one that needs to be made.
Yes.
Because we need to know what their camper looks like. So yeah, next week we'll talk about that. But how are you feeling, I guess, about this 2DS XL? Are you pre-ordering it? Are you tempted to get it?
I'm very tempted. You know why? Because you may remember the Pop-Tart.
Oh, yeah.
3DS XL. I really, really regret not getting that for New Leaf. And I feel like getting this one is sort of compensating for that.
Yeah, I think it'd make up for it for sure. I think I like it, but I'm already at the point where I'm like, I have 2 3DSs in my house right now, yours and mine. I'm like, yours is already awesome. It does everything that I want it to do. So it's cool. I think I still kind of want one of those smaller new 3DSs.
Yes.
The ones with the changing face covers and, you know, the changing plates.
Yes.
I'd rather have that with like all of the Animal Crossing themed plates.
Right.
Yeah, because they have the cool like KK Slider one. They have Timmy and Tommy. They have Mabel. They have essentially the ones that you can get in game, you know?
Yes, that's right.
So I would rather have like all of those and yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, just be able to like change it out every once in a while.
Right. Or you know what? I would even prefer a regular 2DS, like the one that looks like a slice of bread.
Oh yeah.
Only because
toaster.
only because it's so different. And the 2DS XL is very close to the 3DS XL. It just doesn't have 3D. But you know, the 2DS is different enough. I feel like I would use it.
Yeah, and they have some pretty cool colors for those too. My nephew just got one. It was his birthday recently, and he had a Super Mario party. Not the video game, but like his birthday party was Super Mario themed.
Oh, nice.
Because he's super into Mario right now. And so I got him Mario Kart 7. What do you know? That game's still selling, even though it's been 7 years. And then my brother got him like a Pokemon game. Actually, he gave him a lot of games that he wasn't playing on 3DS anymore.
Oh, nice.
And so, yeah, so he has a 2DS now, just one of those toaster, little burnt toast looking ones. but he likes it a lot. He's having a good time with it. He plays a lot of Mario Maker.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's obsessed with that game. He loves it. Yeah, funny enough, he has a YouTube channel that they're calling Aaron Plays Nintendo, so it's
Ooh.
based off mine. And I watch all his videos and I like them all because they're super cute.
Cool.
But yeah, I think overall I'd prefer like a small new 3DS with the changing faceplates.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's another little thing coming up that you mentioned. There's an Animal Crossing Universal Folio case. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yes, this one popped up on Amazon and kind of out of nowhere. So it's a nice little case that holds 2DS or 3DS XL and several games and accessories. It's coming out on August 25th. So maybe that's the date when we might get the Animal Crossing exclusive system. But regardless, it's a nice case, and it just by having been announced, it reminded me of the patent that we heard about a couple of months ago, I believe, and we talked about it on the podcast that Nintendo was planning different accessories and different things for Animal Crossing. Who knows? This could be the start of some Animal Crossing content leading up to some sort of cool announcement.
Yeah, I'd love that. I just want them to be like, okay, everyone, we're having an Animal Crossing Direct, and it's going to be all things Animal Crossing, and not put that little message underneath. We're not going to talk about the Switch game or, the thing that we care about, the thing that we want to hear about.
Right.
But yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I love seeing more Animal Crossing things get made. I know we're going to talk about it in a little bit, but Animal Crossing memorabilia is hard to come by. I know you went to the Nintendo store in New York.
Right.
And you got some cool things. I also went there and got to see some cool Animal Crossing things, but I want to see more of it. I'm glad that this kind of stuff is starting to pop up and everything. I'm hoping that, because I remember the patent, or I guess, is it a trademark update?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was a trademark update. So I remember when that came out, they're like, accessories, or I think their specific phrasing was something like for home gaming and mobile gaming consoles or handheld gaming consoles. And I was like, well, that's the Switch. That's what we want. But now, like, the new 2DS XL is coming, and I'm just like, I guess that's a handheld gaming console. But I feel like you guys think of the Switch more as a home console. So, get on over to that one. Show us what you got in store for that.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, when the Switch came out, there were so many Zelda accessories, and then when Odyssey was out, there was a lot of Mario accessories as well. So it's nice to see Animal Crossing, and hopefully, we'll be fishing out and looking out for more things that may be popping out, and this could be the start of what's coming.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Just give us a ton of things that are Animal Crossing, because we need more, Nintendo.
Yes.
So yeah, let's go hop into, I guess, some Nintendo Direct rumors. That'll be our next little topic here. I saw kind of a big leak posted. I forget where it was. Probably 4chan. Don't go to 4chan, people. I say it every time I mention it.
But yeah, it was from there.
Okay, yeah. So there's always some sort of like leaks or rumors coming up there. But the user specifically in question here has gotten things right in the past. So we're not going to go into it just in case it does provide like some spoilers. But we are going to talk about, I guess, just that there's a lack of Animal Crossing in these leaks. And I think that's weird. Mostly it's weird. I will tell you one thing from this. They mentioned Mother 3 is coming to the 3DS, like a 3D remake. That's your one spoiler. But it's the spoiler that I feel tells you, like, this isn't real at all. I always think as soon as I see Mother 3 mentioned in a leak or rumor, I'm like, oh, that's not real. It's never going to happen. People have been asking for this for years, and it hasn't happened, and it's not going to.
Yeah, and then why would they not release the game as is, but then they would go through the trouble of making it 3D and enhancing it? No, I just don't see it.
Yeah, so I don't know how real this thing is, but it is disappointing that they're just not even like throwing us a bone. Like, if you're gonna make up the news that Mother 3 is coming, at least give me some fake news that Animal Crossing is coming, right?
Right.
Let me enjoy a little bit of happiness going down the page of things, like, oh, Animal Crossing is coming, and then I can read a couple more, and then they're like, oh, Mother 3 is coming, and I'm like, okay, this isn't real, but at least you want Animal Crossing 2, you know?
Yes, right.
Because that's all I want. I want people to love Animal Crossing, and I want them to want a new one to come out.
Yeah, from those rumors, people would be discussing everything, and there would be talk of Animal Crossing, and Nintendo would notice it.
Yeah, and I think overall, like, I listened to a bunch of other Nintendo podcasts and people who talk all things Nintendo, and I feel like more and more people are thinking that Animal Crossing has got to be coming. A lot of them are starting to feel like it's a 2019 game. I think even this past E3, though people didn't think it would be shown, they were saying, like, it probably should get shown soon.
Yes.
Just because, like, it's been a long time since the last one. We're getting into the Nintendo Switch lifespan now.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
We're a good year and a half into it at this point. Not a year and a half, like a year and a quarter or so. But that's something, like, I would expect an Animal Crossing game to be wanted for the early portion of a system's lifespan,
Yes, because it's a long tail seller.
Yeah, it sells for a long time. People can play it for a long time.
Yes.
I think the longer an Animal Crossing game can be on a console, the better.
Yes.
So I would aim for sure to get it out within, like, the first 2 or 3 years of the console's lifespan.
Yes.
So 2019 will mark like 2 years of the lifespan. I'm like, I feel like it fits there. Like,
yes.
2019 to 2020, there should be an Animal Crossing in that time.
Yes, correct.
Just, it makes sense. But yeah, I'm sad that the leak didn't have anything to say about
nothing.
Which I feel, I don't know. Because also, like, you think about all the games that have been announced, and there just isn't too much left to say. We've gotten a lot of the huge Nintendo titles and franchises announced. Like, there's a lot of representation in there. So as more and more gets announced, there's less and less to keep from Animal Crossing getting announced,
Oh, yes, I see your point. That's right.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know, we've gotten Mario, we've gotten Zelda, we've gotten even Splatoon, we got a new IP in ARMS and Sushi Striker.
Yes.
We've got some DK, we've got Mario Kart, we've got Fire Emblem, Metroid, Yoshi. Kirby. That's like everything except for Animal Crossing and Pikmin, know? So,
well, that's right.
So, yeah, there's like very little you could say now.
Yes.
Maybe... I mean, we've kind of got WarioWare coming to the 3DS. Who knows when we'll get the next Rhythm Heaven.
Oh, hopefully.
Yeah. And, we even got Pokemon coming, Smash Bros. Like, there's so much already announced. There's so much already out. I'm just like, there's not a lot of opportunity to avoid saying Animal Crossing at this point,
Right.
Yeah. So that's where I am. I'm just feeling like, I don't know what else you could possibly say is coming. But Nintendo says something is coming, right?
Yes.
So if you all haven't heard, Nintendo has since the decline in their stock prices, which happened shortly after E3. So E3 happened. People were disappointed, as they are. But since then, their stock prices have been steadily declining. And to kind of combat that, they have had people like Reggie come out and say, there's more on the way, people. We just haven't announced it yet. There will be more 2018 games. And I'm like, Nintendo, what could possibly be coming in 2018?
Yes.
Because, I don't know, I feel like Pokemon and Smash are huge sellers. And then you have another Mario Party. And that's kind of the rest of the year for them right now.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm like, a lot of big stuff already got announced and it's coming out later. We know that. Like, what else could you say if it's not Animal Crossing or Pikmin? Which, I don't know. I guess I don't know if it's at the point where it could be those games just because it's such a short turnaround time.
Yes,
you know?
right. Mm-hmm.
So.
And it's, like you said, it's crowded. Between Pokemon and Smash, there's 3 weeks. That's, I don't know, that may be not even enough time to really take your time and finish the Pokemon games.
Yeah. And yeah, I just wonder, because there are some empty slots right now. There's August and September, and we don't really know what's coming those months at all.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I could see them. When do you think they'd do a next Nintendo Direct?
I'm expecting one in September. I was expecting one earlier, maybe by the end of July or early August, only because I think they would have wanted to discuss the 3DS games that they have in the works and give a release date to Luigi's Mansion and to the Mario and Luigi 3 remake. But it doesn't sound like that's going to be the case. They're already promoting WarioWare via Twitter and via different just video game news announcements, but yeah, it doesn't sound like there's going to be a direct soon, so I'm guessing September.
Yeah, and I think I'm the opposite, where I initially thought September, but then I thought, because I kind of have some like little note cards written on my computer that I can look at all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I have the schedule for 2017, like what Nintendo games came out, and then I have 2018. And looking at 2018, I'm like, okay, so Captain Toad just came out. That was the last like Nintendo thing I knew about.
Yes.
Before Super Mario Party. So August and September are empty. So I feel like a Direct would have to happen either late July, late this month, or early August for me. Just so they're like, okay, here's a couple other games that are coming out at this point.
Right.
But yeah, it just seems like the crazy thing is I just don't know if they're planning for like a bigger holiday than is already said. One thing I keep hearing that I feel is very weird to me is people saying that they don't feel Pokemon and Smash are enough to get the Nintendo Switch to 20 million in sales. Yeah, I hear them say that, and I'm like, I felt like that was the exact recipe to get there.
Yes, right.
I felt like those are the games you put out to do that.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it seems weird to me that people are thinking that, because I'm like, dude, Pokemon, that sells like crazy. And overall, from people, like, there are hardcore Pokemon fans, and then there are people who are, kind of more, like, nostalgic fans or, haven't played too many Pokemons, but even, like, Pokemon Go fans that I hear consistently tell me they're excited about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee.
Yes.
So I think this might be just like a much bigger audience for Pokemon than usual.
Right.
Because it's drawing in like a lot of people who wouldn't normally, I feel, go out, buy a system to play Pokemon. I think there are a lot of people right now who definitely go out and buy a system to play Pokemon, but I think this is hitting that audience that wouldn't normally do that. So it's going to get like a lot more in sales.
Right. And, if there was another big seller, I would say Mario Kart, but that's out. Unless, like you're saying, if there's a Direct in August, they might announce, because there were talks about it, a little bit more DLC for the game.
Yeah, there's supposed to be more coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe specifically. So the Switch version of the game. I would actually be super hyped if they came out with some more Mario Kart 8 DLC.
Yes.
The DLC last time was already such a good deal. On the Wii U, those extra tracks came out, so you got 4 new cups, right? And that's like 50% more game for only like, I think it was $13.
Yes, crazy.
A crazy deal. That's less than half the price for double, like,
Yes.
giving your game 50% more content, which is crazy to me.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's such a good deal. I don't know. I would love to see that again, just because I loved that DLC the first time. If they gave me another Animal Crossing track, that'd be the best.
Yes. The island.
Still, yeah, to this day, Animal Crossing track on Mario Kart 8 is the best new Animal Crossing game.
Yes.
It looks so good. It plays so well. I just take a tour in that game like every once in a while. I just turn it on. I go to free play mode, like the time trial thing, and then I just go into the Animal Crossing track and I just drive around minding my own business.
Yes, right.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
Which reminds me, we still need to do our little contest where we race nothing but the Animal Crossing track.
Yes, that's right. That's gonna be awesome. And it's like 4 versions of it because of the seasons. And the music in it, it's awesome as well.
Yeah, and I think there are different daytimes in it too.
Ooh.
I don't, because I remember playing the fall one, the fall track recently, and it was nighttime on the track.
Ooh.
And you know what? I think tonight I will check if you play that track at night. I think it might be nighttime.
Oh, awesome.
So it's the perfect track.
Yes. Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
No question.
It's by far my favorite.
Yeah.
And it'd be cool to see like a KK Slider races KK Slider. That's what I need the new character to be on the DLC. Yeah, give me Digby, give me KK Slider. I don't know, anybody from Animal Crossing. Because right now we have the 2 villagers, girl and boy, and then Isabelle.
Right.
And now KK Slider. That's all I
Hopefully,
ask for.
yes, in Tavnuk.
Yeah. Yeah, so did you have anything else to say about these rumors?
No, we'll see. Another big seller. Well, just to backtrack a little bit, I think the Switch is gonna hit the 20 million mark as is. Another one that could potentially come out, and this would fit with Reggie saying there's more things they haven't announced, would be something like a new Wii Fit. But I don't know if those would sell nowadays. The market can change at any moment.
Yeah. I think there's a possibility of it doing well. I think it definitely drew in a lot of different demographics to, the Wii, for sure. So I don't know. I feel like something like that, they're fun games still.
Yes.
Even if you weren't, I guess, like trying to get fit or anything, playing those games was really fun. And I kind of like, I don't know, I feel like right now the Nintendo Switch is pretty focused on the hardcore audience and people who like a bunch of different games and playing a lot of games pretty intensely, but I kind of want to see some more casual games hit the market, I think that's the main reason I'm interested in something like Go Vacation, which is a remake of like a Wii game.
Yes.
Like the whole that game is just a bunch of different activities, just kind of casual, fun kind of thing that you can do. That's why I'm interested in Mario Party that's coming out, because I feel like I just want something fun and loose to play that's not really like a hardcore game, you know?
Right.
It's just something that I can log in every once in a while, and it's like it's a good time. Yeah. So I want to see more of that kind of thing hop on to the system. Right now I play a lot of Stardew Valley, which is it kind of scratches that itch.
Yes.
Because it's a bit more casual. But at the same time, like you get into Stardew Valley and it goes, you can just keep playing that thing forever.
Right.
and it's fun. But yeah, I want to see more like party games. I guess that's what I want.
Yes,
Party games.
right.
They have like the Jackbox games. I have one of those, and it's fun. But yeah, just something like that.
Right, right.
It's a good time. So speaking of having a good time, Nintendo World, which is planned to be opened in Japan in 2020 for the Olympics there, we got to thinking about some Animal Crossing rides and attractions that could fit at Nintendo World. So you kind of sent me a leaked map of what the Florida layout could be, right?
Yes.
So yeah, what did you notice in it? What was interesting? What was cool?
Oh, it's a different Nintendo attractions. There's Hyrule Castle, there's a Mario area, Donkey Kong. And at first glance, I thought there was nothing on it related to Animal Crossing, but you notice retail. And for some reason, I was just thinking, oh, it's a retail store, But
yeah,
all of the other locations around it had specific names to the game series. So it has to be retail from Animal Crossing, which is pretty exciting.
I feel like it's just a huge missed opportunity to not like theme your shops and things around Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Like that's the point of Animal Crossing. You go in and you shop for things. And I just feel like it would be really weird to go into a Nintendo theme park and the shops aren't like Animal Crossing themed,
Right.
I feel like that's the point.
Yeah, because if you're going to give the big attractions to Mario, Zelda, and Donkey Kong, maybe that's fine, but maybe you could fit an Animal Crossing one too. If not, at least leave the stores for them.
Yeah, and yeah, because I feel like, they're totally right to focus on Mario. Like, that's by far their biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Donkey Kong, of course, so much like star power there. So they have like,
Yes.
They're focusing on the right things, I think, for a Nintendo World. But there's so much to Nintendo that
Yes.
I feel like you just can't miss out on the charm of some of these things. So I guess as far as ideas, do you want to talk about ideas for rides, attractions, all the things in the park?
Yes.
Because I was surprised at how many I could come up with.
Right.
Yeah, did you want to start? Should I start?
You can start. That's fine.
Okay, I have a long list. Okay. So I'm going to start. My first instinct was Main Street or the city in Animal Crossing City Folk, which either would be fine. I think the city might be a little bit more recognizable for general audiences just because, that's the theme.
Right.
That's the theme around the Smash Bros. Stage.
Right.
So the city would work really well. Main Street would be great. That's I think a lot of people know Main Street too. New Leaf it sold much better than City Folk. So as Animal Crossing fans, I think the Main Street would be best to go with. But I just feel like that's the perfect addition for a Nintendo theme park. Like you could have Nook's Cranny where you can buy all sorts of cool Nintendo things. My ideas were like models, because my first thought was like the little models that you could get in Animal Crossing. Like,
Yes.
Here's the town hall model.
Right.
But yeah, I was thinking of like furniture that you could get that I think is more sellable at like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a little
Like a theme park or
a theme park. What are the shops in the theme parks called? Why can't I think of the name? Gift shop.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, like I was thinking of stuff that would be good for gift shops. And then
Right.
I said like a fortune cookie grab bag, like is a little bag shaped like a
Yes.
cookie and you can get a cool item out of it. And then, you could have Able Sisters for all your shirts and apparel, like
Yes.
clothing that you want to wear. It could come with like, I don't know, silly glasses that you could put on and hats and things, or you could have Kicks where you can buy socks and shoes. all these things could be Nintendo themed or Animal Crossing themed, whichever. Really any series themed. And then I kind of listed Harriet's. I don't know. I guess you could get haircuts. Maybe she could sell hats too.
Right.
Or bows. Retail was also the idea. I know that one was already kind of written, but I kind of doubt they mean like retail like Animal Crossing, but I would love it if they meant retail like Animal Crossing.
Yes.
But yeah, it'd be cool if you could get like kind of custom things at retail. Like I guess I was thinking if you put a quarter or like a penny inside of a machine and it smushes it with some sort of emblem or design, like it'd be cool to get a bunch of different Nintendo themed coins out of that.
Yes, right.
The Roost Cafe is of course where you
Yes.
gotta eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner all day, every day. Get your coffee with pigeon milk, of
Yes.
course. Very important. It's going to taste the best. It's going to be so nutritious. And Brewster is going to be very proud of you. But you got to drink it hot.
Oh,
Don't
yes.
blow on it.
Yes.
And then we've got a museum would be really cool.
Yes, that'd be
To
awesome.
look at like Nintendo history, and I don't know, it'd just be cool to walk in and Blathers is there just telling you where to go, what to check out, and he's like, "Oh, my museum's been filled up by this villager." And then the other cool thing is like the big thing with Animal Crossing is the real-time clock and having everything move in real time. Like everything should be decorated for whatever season it's in,
Yes.
whatever holiday is going on. I think they should even decorate it for like Animal Crossing specific holidays.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. I'd love it. There could be like little carts all over where they're selling those balloons with the bunny ears, ice cream, light wands, bubbles, all those types of things.
Yes.
And so that's kind of what I felt like as far as like the main street goes.
Right.
But then I thought, you know what? Eventually I want an Animal Crossing themed ride or like activity to do,
Right.
right. So as far as like rides go, I was thinking of like the different types of rides I've been on. I'm like, there's always like a water ride. There's always like a wooden track ride, and it's like a roller coaster type of thing.
Yes.
So I was thinking an island boat ride could be the water ride. Maybe there's a waterfall at the end that you go down.
Oh, nice.
There could be a train ride.
Yes.
Because trains are big. They're in the
Yes.
first Animal Crossing. They're in New Leaf. And then KK Slider could be playing music outside that train at 8 p.m. on Saturdays.
Yes.
They could do it every day, really, because I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
But if they want to keep it to Saturdays, totally fine too. And then they could also have like a Mario Kart. I know they're going to have, I think the biggest rumor was like they're going to have a Mario Kart ride.
Right. Yes.
But I mean, if they did want to have both a Mario Kart and an Animal Crossing ride, I know of a level that exists that could be both. So I feel like they could combine the two and do a ride like that. And then the last little thing, those were the rides I thought of. The last thing I thought of was little carnival games that you could play, like, where you pay $1 to try to play a game and win a prize.
Right.
There could be like a fishing game, like the fishing tourneys in Animal Crossing, a bug catching game, maybe a slingshot game, where you're
yes,
trying
right.
to shoot like bottles down. Or how it would work, you'd have to shoot like balloons to pop them, of
Yes.
course. That's got to be what happens. And then I thought it'd be fun to have little activities that go on, like scavenger hunts or hide and seek. Like say
Yes.
you get a little map at the beginning, and the thing's like, oh, if you spot this character, go ahead and circle them or take a picture with them on your phone. And if you find everything on this sheet, you get a cool like Nintendo item at the end of the day when you're leaving the park or something,
Right.
So yeah, I thought that'd be a fun little activity.
Man, that would be awesome. Yeah. You could find the diggy spots around the town.
Yeah, find some fossils. It'd be great.
But yeah, I love that. If they do the city, like you said, from City Folk, it would be great if they can construct it in a way that Yes, it's mostly for the people that are in the theme park, but it could also be accessible from the outside. So they could actually have a real life salon that, like Harriet, and people would go there and get a haircut. And there's also a retail store, a cafe, a roost. So yeah, it would be great if they could do that. And if they do go with the city, they could be a shoe shine spot for kicks.
Yes, I would love that. I'd love that a lot. Yeah, I just want to be able to visit a place that is Animal Crossing.
Right.
Like to be able to visit that in real life, that'd be so awesome. I don't know
Yeah.
who wouldn't geek out over that.
There's so much to do there already.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are your ideas for like a theme park that's Animal Crossing themed?
Oh gosh, I love it. So my ideas, the first one is Club LOL, which would have DJ
Mm-hmm.
KK all day dropping beats as he does.
Nice.
They could even have the gyros, they could change them out every day. But yeah, it would be like a dance club in a way. There could be a stage for kids or for people to dance, and there could also be like a seating area where you could just get a nice meal and enjoy the show and the music.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Oh, and there could be comedy nights too with a Dr. Shrunk, and it would be horrible jokes for everybody, but we would love them. We would love them.
Yeah. Yeah. I would not mind that because now thinking about it, that's one thing I didn't really talk about, but I feel like you go to a theme park and they do have like stages and things where they have performers doing different shows and everything.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I forgot to mention this. I forgot to write it down for sure. You remember the first commercials for Animal Crossing and it had those people in the
Yes.
giant villager costumes?
Yes.
Have people like that walking around.
Yes, yes.
I would take a picture with them all day, every day. I would ask them to go on a ride with me.
Yes, that's a must. It's a must.
Yeah. Having all of those characters coming out and, just greeting the kids and
Yes.
I would love that.
Right, and doing the emotions
Yeah.
with the
I've been
sound
playing
effects.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Roller Coaster Tycoon lately,
Mhm.
and every time I hire like a little entertainer, I think that exact same thing. Like, what if this was just an Animal Crossing themed suit that the entertainer was wearing?
Right.
Yeah, so I love that.
Nice. Yeah. So another idea I had was a small area that has about 8 or so small little houses or homes that are decorated per the Animal Crossing series, like the furniture series they have and the wallpapers and flooring that we love so much. It would be like a small or like a mini happy home showcase. And it's just to walk around and maybe sit down and relax. Yeah, it's like a little sitting area, but that you can explore and look at the designs and the furniture.
Yeah, I would like that. I think that would go hand in hand with like my scavenger hunt thing. Like,
Yeah.
those like, what are those books called where you're looking at a picture of things and you're trying to find certain items there?
Mhm.
Shoot, I'm forgetting all the names for things right now. But one of those books.
Right.
Yeah, and you go into those houses and try to find certain items in there.
Right.
I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, yeah, that would be great. And then going a little bit bigger, this could really be huge, but if they can do it, that'll be great. If they can have like a little island to the next to the park or close to the park, and you could actually take a boat ride to it, and you would hear a cabin singing, of course. So the island would have like a beach area, and it's basically like going to the beach, and you can have a nice time there. And there's a mini roost there as well with coffee and summer drinks for everyone. Yeah, if they can do that, that'd be great.
I love that because I think of like going to Disneyland and they kind of have that island that you can take the boat to.
Right, right.
And it's a little bit of a separate thing, and they have, you can run around it and have fun. And I would love that. I would for sure love that. A little seashell shop on the island too.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
And then, I thought of another one. It's not here, but what if they could be, depending on where it's constructed, if it's next to like a campsite area, and you could rent a little camper and just
Yes.
sleep there on a camper. Yeah.
Yes, the theme park near us here, like they'd for sure have like campsites at the theme
Yes.
park.
Right.
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't want to camp in a little cute camper in like Animal Crossing themed? That would be awesome.
Yeah, and they could have different
That's
campsites. Yeah.
that's a family vacation right there.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, every year for the rest of our years. Amazing. I'd love it.
Yeah, we would get the all year, all day passes for sure. Like, no question.
Yeah, and man, I'm excited about Nintendo World. I think it's gonna be super cool to see and like, hang out there, ride some rides. But yeah, I guess so far I'm just like, man, Nintendo, come on, get your plans so they include something we love so dearly and want to enjoy with everybody.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see Nintendo just come out with a theme park that's got everything that we could ever want in it.
Yes.
Because we're big Nintendo fans. There are a lot of franchises to represent, and I'm hoping at minimum that they have a solid gift shop.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Because that's one thing that's too hard to find, like really cool, awesome, like Nintendo memorabilia. I know Nintendo of America in like Redmond, Washington, or wherever they are outside of Seattle. The employees can shop at like a store there that they have on headquarters, but nobody else can.
Right.
And I'm like, man, I don't see the point in that. Like, we want to shop for these things, and we want to get awesome T-shirts and just a bunch of stuff. It'd be so cool if they just had an Animal Crossing line of clothing that you can get, like all your favorite shirts in Animal Crossing. You can buy them there.
Yes.
How cool would it be to walk out looking like your favorite villager,
Right. And you could get them customized too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I want at minimum. Like, I want there to be shops that let you buy like something from your favorite video game. From us, it's Animal Crossing, but
Yes.
it'd also be cool to buy like some little Pikmin dolls. The only thing that I guess is pretty easy to find is Pokemon stuff.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And you can always find like some cool Pokemon things, but like just everything else Nintendo, I feel like it's so much harder.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
So with that, I would be happy. But if Nintendo, you're listening and you like the idea of having Nook's Cranny be that shop in the Nintendo world, don't hesitate to do it.
Yeah. Mario and Zelda and the quote unquote bigger franchises from Nintendo, those make sense for the bigger rides, the bigger attractions. But I think Animal Crossing has a lot going for it in terms of appeal to everyone, even people that don't play video games, because you see a little store called Nook's Cranny or a salon, and you just know what it is, and you go in there, and you may not necessarily know that it's video game related, but to us it is. And there's so many things that they can do. That's why I think Animal Crossing could be sort of the overall theme that brings everything together for Nintendo.
Yeah, and I don't want it to be a missed opportunity for them in the sense of, they're a business, right? And being in a theme park like that is going to give them a unique sort of exposure. Sure, you want to represent the obvious things to represent. Like, you're going to have Mario at Nintendo World. I think people would be disappointed if they didn't see Mario at Nintendo World, Like, what's the point? But this is also, like, I know with Nintendo's new president, his goal is to, pique the interest of people who aren't normally Nintendo fans. And being in a theme park, like, you get a lot of people who possibly aren't normally Nintendo fans. And so if they walk into a shop called Nook's Cranny and they start seeing, like, all of this Animal Crossing stuff and they're asking, like, what is this? I am so intrigued. It looks really cute.
Yes.
I want to know what this is. Like, that's their chance to really have their smaller IPs or IPs that people forget about kind of stand out, you know?
Right.
Like, I feel like that's the point of it, right?
Right.
The point is to not just represent all the big things that people already know about, but show them all the other things that they don't know about, you know?
Right.
And I mean, a lot of people know about Animal Crossing, but I think overall they don't know it as much as Mario.
Right.
They don't know it as much as Zelda. They don't know it as much as like Donkey Kong. So I think they're going to see things like that from Nintendo and be like, oh, that's a Nintendo game? I'm pretty interested. I think I'll buy a Switch and buy that game, you know?
Right.
Like, that's how it starts. Like, plant the seeds, Nintendo. Put it out there.
Right.
We want it. Yep. So, anyways, I guess we've probably gone on long enough. Did you have anything else to say about theme parks?
No, I mean, hopefully, we're gonna be on this for sure, and hopefully there is enough Animal Crossing representation, because we feel like I mean, we just proved that there's enough content for it,
Yeah, there's so much. There's so much that they can do, and it's such a huge opportunity to introduce IPs, lesser known IPs,
Yes.
to people who don't know about it.
Right.
That's the point there.
Right. Go for the Mario, stay for the Animal Crossing.
Exactly. That's all we're asking for. Yeah. So thank you all so much for listening. If you want to be part of the conversation on all things Animal Crossing, join the Discord. I have a link in the description of this podcast. It's totally free to join. You don't have to be a patron. And if you do join, you can get Sergio and my friend codes. If you do want to become a patron, visit patreon.com/ChewiePlaysNintendo for just $1. You can support our show and get tons of cool things. I will be starting a new kind of diary series that patrons will get to hear first a week early before everybody else. So if you're interested in hearing that before everyone, go ahead and join. And then Sergio also provides cool things like art and everything. So totally, we try to make it worth it. I'm going to do better about that this summer because I feel like lately I've been in a bit of a rut, but I'm going to step it up for everyone. And if you're watching or listening on YouTube, please leave a comment about your own ideas for Animal Crossing rides or attractions at Nintendo World. And please leave a review of this show wherever you're listening. It helps the show gain some visibility and allows our community to grow. And once again, thank you all so much for listening, and we hope you have a great week.
Goodbye, everybody.